everyone, welcome back to another week of D&D. I'm glad you all can make it. Once again, we have guest player Patrick with us. Looking forward to what future fun is coming with that.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, we left off. You guys are on the final stretch to Roche's Bounty, a town that you have been called to as a noble friend of Runwin's. Has sent mail requesting services for something that requires discretion at what is promised to be more than fair pay. This journey has not been easy. You have run into a number of issues with authorities, undead,
Lots of undead.
family reunions,
Undead family
fights that were adjacent to said family reunion, and now more undead. But you continue onward, traveling up this path that has been, well, more difficult than what you were led to believe. But travel on you go. For a number of you, in this last session, a certain party member of yours expressed a capability that was hitherto unknown. And a strength that, well, not regularly possible, on that particular occasion was particularly violent. So that's that happened. And I think we'll just go around the table really quick. We'll get where everyone is at as a character, and we will get this show on the road. Granthor.
We beat the shit out of more undead crocodiles. Not cockadiles. Crocodile.
difference.
And an extra large one. And we also fought some of my kin. An old friend of Cranthor's.
Yeah.
And now we're going to kill a necromancer.
Yes.
Who is also a snake man.
Savior.
We fought some undead. Pretty much. Not much to add besides that.
Fair enough. Hedda?
I pried Stephen out of the jaws of certain death,
Yes.
and I think
Good.
that's all we need to say.
He doesn't like going by Steven, that's his dad.
Steve, fine. It's not like he's here, he doesn't know.
Cass.
I might have had a little break there, a little mental crack there. Yeah, that's it.
Runwin.
We ended with Cass being taken through a door by Megorium. Well, I was there. And then suddenly he returns with 250 platinum, making everyone get like 50 platinum. During Cranthor's watch, we were besieged by undead. They were definitely part of the Iron Shell clan, or at least a few of them were. Some of the things they said were, "We were nothing. My life for the chieftain. We failed." Sorry. We failed the tribe. We failed our honor. Blah 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 blah.
We
Sad
are still
shit.
lost.
We are still lost. Is probably like just. Also, all of the souls seem to be pulled away towards an unknown source towards the north.
Northwest.
Northwest. Thank you. I couldn't read my own handwriting. Citra of the Bog is the druid who came to our rescue during the night siege. She tells us that a Yuan-Ti is raising undead to attack all who cross through this bog. The Yuan-Ti are on the side of the aberrations, so there's that. Cassian was underground for his bounty for 4 years. Just in case you all forgot. We continue going down the road. Cassie and I exchange rings again. We meet with foes once more. And Cassian has a panic attack and attacks all of us, nearly killing us all. And killing most of the undead. Alligators.
And the lizards.
Crocodiles. The lizards that also pulled the carriage are now dead. Also, I should really turn in my library books soon. I think they're due, based on what they're telling me. And also, Edda is starting to go quiet. Need to start bonding.
Oh,
End of notes.
All right, that's a pretty great recap.
Thank you.
Let's dig in. You continue to walk down the road more. The wagon has been a little battered.
Little.
After some of the attacking undead, and then a explosion of psionic energy that just kind of rocked it.
What's pulling our wagon?
nothing.
Cranthor probably.
Those things died.
I think Cranthor had offered to use his tremendous strength to pull the wagon forward.
Edda would help.
I figure
Edda would-
both of us up
Edda
there.
and Cranthor.
But yeah, between the two of you, you're going to be moving at half speed, but you are able to pull it without any need of a roll or anything like that. It's hard work, but they're both incredibly strong people and are able to take it forward.
I mean, I feel kind of lazy with them pulling the wagon. It would
I'm
just
not
be the
sitting
same
in.
speed.
I'm not sitting in the wagon. I'm
talking to whoever's cast.
Sure.
Just cast it if you're back there. Just the two of us.
He'd be walking on the side.
Do we even need to pull this wagon then? I won't be sitting in the back of this wagon
We're
alone.
not abandoning the wagon.
I mean, we could ask Steve. Steve.
Steve is mounted on his turret still, just watching the road
That's
ahead as he
fine.
gets
Never mind.
pulled forward.
It's the man with the heavy crossbow. You leave him alone.
Steve, how much is this wagon? This feels like a lot of work just to save a wagon at this point.
How much was the wagon?
Yeah. Like, if you were to need to buy this thing brand new, how much would that cost you?
Well, assuming I get a good deal on it like I did last time, 400 to 500 gold pieces.
I'm inside and check that.
Huh?
I got a 17.
It's a reasonable quote.
Hmm. Alright, do a-
Problem. 500 GP to replace Steve's wagon and Roche's found. Got it.
As you guys are going along, every now and again, a bit of it falls off
Oh.
to the side.
Tell you what, Steve. I will give you 400 gold for a new wagon because I feel terrible about what's happened to you. But you got to give me rides if I ever need for life.
I don't think that's worth it, to be honest.
Just me, not the rest of these guys.
Ouch.
You don't have to answer now. Feel free to think it over.
I'll get back to you on that.
Absolutely.
It's just a quiet, the sound of insects
Yay,
and bog life
insects.
resume.
Cranthor, you alright, man?
I will be.
How are you doing, Ella? You took a lot of the brunt of the force.
I mean, I got bit by a crocodile. I got my armor's on its last legs. It's been a great day, guys.
Yes, no, I've been trying to figure this out, and I cannot figure it out.
A bug ate it! 2 bugs ate it.
2 bugs.
I didn't like it. It was bad. How many more descriptors do you want?
I don't need any more.
Okay.
I'm sorry for your loss. Is it something we can replace?
It's something I can probably replace when we get back to Roche's bounty. It'll be fine.
Alright.
I'm more concerned about the fact that me and Steve were left out there for an extended period of time by ourselves.
Well, I mean, we couldn't get out of the cart.
That's fair.
Well, I would never leave you like that, darling.
No, I understand that. But something hit me, and then there wasn't anybody either.
Yes, no, that is pretty traumatic.
Cassian, my dude, is that gonna happen again?
I
Yes.
would also like to know.
I swear that's never happened before. I did not I panicked. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Truly, I don't know what happened. I've never done that. I swear.
Maybe Xavier should teach you some like deep breathing exercises.
It is true. I'm very calm. But
He's
Cass,
very calm.
one of the very first things I know personally, you got to give up the booze, man. Me, part of the reason I don't drink it, I turn into a whole other person. Sometimes literally.
Or the person or animal.
Both.
Well, I can't do that, so at least I won't turn into an animal. But no, it's never happened before. And truly, I'm sorry. I again didn't mean to hurt any of you.
I believe you. Do you want to talk about whatever sent you into a tailspin?
Well, you saw what the alligators did to me last time.
I know, but I also damaged you last time, so
Right, but that, yeah, waking up twice in the mouth of one is not not pleasant.
no.
I'm also
it's
exhausted.
not.
Can relate.
Yeah, I'm also just exhausted. I'm tired. Just
Think about it like this, though. At least you woke up twice inside of the mouth.
You did wake up.
Imagine how much worse the other way is.
not waking up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be bad.
I don't know if I'd know.
We wouldn't know.
You guys would know, yes. Until apparently you walked away maybe and forgot about me, because I still don't know how that works. At least after I die. I don't know if people remember me. It's curious.
That's morbid as hell.
We
Sorry,
may
just hit me.
find out the way things have been going.
I'd prefer not to.
I would also prefer not to, because I would be dead.
Yeah.
That'd be unfortunate. Well, yes.
Cassian! Damn it.
Well, again, I wouldn't remember.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Should we have a plan? Should we be planning?
Probably
Steve, are you
is.
okay, man?
I've got my solution right here.
What is he doing?
He is loading a pipe.
I
It's got a certain rankness to it.
What do you mean plan?
I mean, we're walking into a den of more things like we just fought.
True.
Typically, there are worse things in a den than there are on the outskirts.
Well, and necromancer.
Yeah.
Controlling them.
Like, is it gonna be a break-in, kill the necromancer immediately?
I mean, I'm never against having a sit down talk over tea with
Well,
someone.
we're not sitting down, and I have a feeling he's not gonna have any tea.
Yeah, what are you talking about? There's lots of. I'm told that you can grow tea off of the corpses of. In a graveyard.
That's wonderful. I'm sure you can, and I'm sure the people who do that are absolutely lovely.
Yes.
However, I don't think this is going to be one of those people.
Oh.
Do we
Well,
have...
I have tea in my bag, so. Xavier.
All right,
If
so
you
we're
would like
gonna
to join.
walk in,
Yes. Ask for
and
tea.
Xavier is going to have a plate.
Do we actively have to hunt this necromancer?
you do not.
I said we. I'm not going to let you dummies go hunt a necromancer and die while I just stand back and laugh at you.
By the way, Xavier, you are very good at your job.
Thank you.
I'm not sure just in case no one's told you yet.
Oh,
Very good.
they have. Cass is very appreciative.
Oh, alright.
Yes.
Then I feel like I did not need to say, however.
I appreciate it, though.
You want to hunt him, though.
I do.
You have good reason.
For sure.
Can we ask him to lead?
Probably.
Like, dude, I know a swamp a couple 100 miles south of here.
He would plague it as he does this one.
So the idea
I
is
don't really
that
know the swamp.
he must. Oh, that's good to know. So the idea is that he will probably, most definitely, want you, Cranthor, will want to murder this person,
Yes.
right? Even if we come to some sort of like. A sort of like agreement where he doesn't like raise the Iron Shell clan ever again.
I don't think he ought to be raising any sentient being ever again. He ought to let the people go he's already caught.
Well, that has a lot of Eben Cabal. You don't want to step into that.
This guy's. God, why are you making that face? I don't think this guy's that kind of guy.
Oh, all right. Well,
He
no, I
ain't
don't think
giving
he's
Cabal
sanctioned.
vibes.
No, he's not sanctioned. Not one bit.
He is an abomination.
Steve, my dude,
He looks visibly uncomfortable.
what's up?
I'd rather not be involved with the Cabal myself. I can take you somewhere. I'm going to save this turret for other things.
Oh no, we're saying that this is not Eben Cabal.
Oh, okay.
That this is probably an unsanctioned necromancer.
Even they would not side with an aberration.
Yes. So Yuan Ti, from my recollection, is not really someone who is normally in the Epic Ball. They side on the side of aberrations. Or chaos within the realm. Epic Ball is all about peace and tranquility and forward progress and that sort
Cranthor
of thing.
spits.
I know. At least that's what their spokesperson says. So, probably not.
What is a Yuan Ti?
Snaky man.
Snake man.
Oh, that's fun. Nice.
Yep,
Real nice. The nicest.
the nicest.
But I guess there's not as many repercussions if I shoot one of those, so,
Not at
No.
all.
Indeed not.
okay. I'm just your humble carriage. Driver is not the right term.
Conduct.
Carriage guy.
You are.
Wagon occupier.
Crossbowman. Heavy crossbowman.
Yes. The proverbial artillery.
Yeah. Yep. You're the artillery man. That's what you
Indeed.
are, Steven. You're doing a great job.
Swell.
Thanks.
Do we know where this necromancer is, or are we just going to walk down the road till he finds us?
That kind of sounds like what's gonna happen. That
Yes.
is the vibe I got from Bog Lady.
The latter.
Indeed, Bog Lady, whose name is not Bog Lady, it's Citra.
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 What if we put some like decoys of ourselves in the wagon so they think we're in there, but then we're like out here?
Well, Cranthor and I are dragging the wagon.
Yeah, you guys are pulling. We put dummies of us in the wagon, so they're like, oh, they're in the wagon, but then we're really hiding off to the side. And then they
I
It has-
like it.
Potential.
Thank you. It's genius.
Alright. Not bad. How do you want us to create said dummies? Also of Steve.
You really want me not on this?
No, I want him on the heavy crossbow.
How do you plan for us to create said 3 dummies?
I don't know. This was just my idea. You know, I was just brainstorming here. If you have any suggestions, I might use some moss and mud to make mine. A couple of sticks, maybe, you know.
What if
Nope.
we just obscured the outside of the wagon enough that you couldn't see whether or not there were people inside
We
anymore?
want them to think we're in there.
Right. So if it's all covered up and they can't see us, they have to assume that you're in
If they
there.
assume we're not in there.
I don't like the idea of just leaving Cranthor, Etta, and Steve, like, to suddenly be, like,
And
We'll be
ambushed.
close by, just kind of hidden.
We could light a lantern inside the carriage.
Yeah.
I happen to have one.
And just
Excellent.
tie up some bedrolls and prop them up
Nice.
so they throw the right silhouettes.
You guys are really good at this.
Honestly, let me cast the dancing lights instead. That way I am always close. That way I can move it if necessary, and it won't cost an action to summon it when we need it.
Very well.
Instead of a lantern. Alright, I summon dancing lights, I turn it into a person. The person that I turn it into, vaguely shaped. It looks like...
Aw.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a grinning Cassian.
Oh, that's the scariest shit I've ever seen.
It's unsettling.
What is that?
It's...
No, guys, I was more asking, what do we want to do when we hit the necromancer?
Oh, yes.
Murder.
Like,
creature.
do we ignore all of the undoubtedly big undead things that come with him and focus fire on that guy?
God, you're making a lot of assumptions on what's going to be there. How do you know that's what's going to happen?
Oh, that's totally what's gonna happen.
I mean, given the undead we've fought before, the more intelligent kind have somebody pulling the strings.
Right, it makes more sense to go.
And when you go after the one pulling the strings, the other ones get dumber.
Essentially, you're saying go after the puppet master.
Right. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Sure. I can totally do that if you would like.
And it's not what I would like. We're having a group discussion on what is the best plan to not die when we do it.
Well, no, and that's your input.
Peaceful negotiations is always my go-to.
You can do that first. That's fine.
I too also.
If it works, I'll be astounded and grateful, and I will do shrooms with you at Vosh's Bounty.
But then we
Oh
could.
my.
But then we could not. Then what is the point of us hiding our appearances in the wagon? She says while she's trying to help you make fake appearances in the
Figure's not even
wagon.
helping with the rope. No. He's still just... You're doing great, though. That looks really convincing.
After she does 2 bed rolls, she just sees you not doing anything, stops.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Also, Sierra, your hair looks amazing.
Oh,
Forgot to say
thank
so
you.
early. Matches your sweater.
It does match my sweater. I'm just glad it's all out of my ears now.
Fair.
So, wait. Still, plan A is talking.
I mean,
I do not think that is a good idea.
I've never spoken to a Yuan-Ti. What was
Yuan-Ti.
it? Yuan-Ti.
You want tea.
Yuan-Ti. Like you want tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
You want U Y U
Mm-hmm.
A-N-T-I.
All right.
I believe there is a hyphen as well.
Is there?
I think there is.
Between you and
Yuan tea.
I thought there was,
I'm
but
pretty
God?
sure there is.
Yeah,
Is there a hyphen between yuan and T?
there is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hyphen between yuan and T.
All right.
Up on the board.
If you want tea.
You want T. Yeah.
Yep.
Close enough.
Got it.
I mean, there's no harm in trying, providing they don't just pop out and attack us before we see them.
Yeah, but we
they've
can
done
do
that multiple
both.
times,
We
so
Speaking of, is there anybody keeping active watch out? Is anyone keeping a track of it? I'm
mean,
having enough
you-
trouble watching where my feet go.
Oh, sure.
I feel like
I am-
Crantor would be in the front, pulling the cart. Didn't
I
say
mean,
a
you two are
lot.
up front.
Are we keeping watch? I
As
could be
is
keeping
Steve.
watch.
There's enough holes in the cart. It's easy to talk between the in and the out, so people can kind of be wherever.
But we're not in the
I think
party.
most of us are walking on the side. I think.
Okay.
I do go grab just a stick and a handful of moss and put it in there with the moss on top of it as a poorly constructed version of myself.
Okay. Go ahead. You can do a deception with advantage.
Okay.
And Runwing, you get to roll a deception.
Okay. Starting out with the metal die.
Alright, so we got it pretty good on that.
Ooh, deception, you say.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 21 for my stick and moss man.
Wow.
Pretty good.
That is a spinning image.
It is. It's pretty great. You found a piece of bark with the knots in the right spot.
Plus 16. So it is a 24 for me.
Nice.
Looks exactly like me.
We killed this.
Killed it.
Okay.
Cass, are you making one?
I think Runwood made Cass's.
I was intending to build 2 people at least.
Sure.
Okay.
I was under the assumption that Xavier went to one of the 2 that you had already built and just started shoving stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
No, I only made mine. And I tried to make it poorly, but I rolled to make it good.
Okay. In that case, you're fine. You have 3 in the cart, which I think is how many you wanted.
1, 2, 3.
I think so, yeah.
All right. They are up.
Hood's up too for the cloak. Just
There's
wanna
a
make
cloak
that
on it? Or your cloak?
my cloak.
He put his cloak on it.
No, not my magic one. Hell no.
It's like, I leave my magic items at the thing too. It's just it's fine. Sells it.
It's there with your umbrella.
Yes. So it sounds like to me that it is unlikely that we are talking, especially if we were going to head in with this decoy.
Mm-hmm.
The decoy is so that we can get the drop on them.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. So we're foregoing the talking. We are going the drop. We are a go for drop.
Hopefully. Hopefully they don't die.
I mean, that's up to you.
If I die,
I worked really hard on that decoy, if that thing goes down.
Ah, same.
If I die in service to Rumblefic.
Nice. I won't let you turn into a zombie.
Can I roll
Please
active
God,
perception?
don't let us turn into zombies.
I won't let you guys.
You may.
Are you doing perception?
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Active.
assist?
If you have proficiency, you may.
I do.
Take advantage.
Yep. I just want to pull up my perception. 16 plus 6, so 24. Yes.
16 plus 6, 22.
22. Sorry. Ooh, math.
Man.
Okay.
Can we start then I believe that means that all 3 of us should be stealthing.
We should probably hide.
Yes. We begin our stealth mission. Dun 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 dun.
Ronwin, if you make theme music, we know where you are.
I can still hear
Oh, yes. I'm a sneaky cleric / druid.
I'm not. This is bad.
If you are going to roll a stealth on Edda, you will have to get away from the cart.
I
Oh,
think
we're not. We're just pulling. We're pretending
Okay.
like nothing is amiss.
Cranthor, Steve, and Etta are not rolling stealth. Natural 20 cleric over there. Cassian and Runwin are attempting stealth.
I think we want to kind of follow the side of the road close enough to where something.
Sure, left or right side?
I feel like that's going to be important.
Xavier would follow Cass, knowing he was more of the expert at this.
I was headed right 22 still.
All right.
15.
I got a 25 for my
Good to know.
grand total.
I mean, 15 is not bad.
It's
okay.
not.
Edda
15's
rolls
not bad.
stealth at
I mean, that's my
disadvantage,
passive
so-
perception, just barely. But
Edda rolls stealth at disadvantage, so
Cassie would be if it were not for his hook.
only
Back to
for
levels of
Roni.
exhaustion.
Yeah, you would.
So you don't know exactly where the druid went, but you do know where the rest of your party's at. And you're kind of listening to the different warbles and croaks and chirps of bog life. The smell in the air, you try to see if maybe you can pick up on that stench of death, but in a bog it's also decayed and rancid already. It's not easy to really differentiate anything outside of rot is a constant presence here. As you look about, there's almost a sickliness to the vegetation. You go by areas where the plant life still on the stem, the leaves are already almost like a mushy substance, ready to just kind of decompose off the base. The tree's bark has a sort of blighted look to it, and the vines that kind of go around things seem to almost be strangling what they touch. But you do not pick up an active threat at this moment.
Okay. Guess we'll just keep moving then with the pace that they're keeping while stealthing.
What are we doing? Like 15 feet around? 30 feet around?
30 around, yeah.
Yeah.
With dancing lights and the thing still. Whenever
And
it goes
moves
down.
with you,
it'll
right?
pop up. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it moves where I say for it to move.
I just wasn't sure if, like, when you cast it, it was fixed to the positions you picked, or if it will, like,
No,
translate.
you,
Yeah,
you
you
must.
can actively move.
Okay.
You
I
must
think
move
all
it.
4 of them. Or is there only 3?
I've made it so that
Oh, it's just one big.
that is one person, one humanoid.
That's the glob light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Glowman. If
Mhm.
you watch Tasty Teams. So which is it sheds a dim light for a 10-foot radius. The casting was an action, however, it is a concentration, and I just as a bonus action am moving it 60 feet
Okay.
if necessary. But it's 30 feet, so I just bonus action move it.
That works. Let me...
Then action move, then the movement myself.
Why are you so excited, David?
I'm just going to give you a more detailed look of the area around you.
That sounds terrifying.
Of our future encounter.
Your words, David.
How
Your
long
words is so nice.
how long does it take us for us like how long are we doing this awful bog stomp stealthing mission?
Slowing you down a little bit, having to not use animals.
Yeah,
only-
I'm not sure why we're not using animals, but
Because they're dead!
I think
I'm told that there's an elk in the
no.
world.
That I can't summon for another 5 days.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You know, I probably could have sweet talked some crocodiles into pulling this thing, but
Yeah, no, apparently
They
that one's a
cannot
druid.
be
I know a druid.
trusted.
They cannot be trusted.
they don't trust crocodiles, I guess.
I'm all for it. I didn't really see much of the undead crocodiles before they died, so, you know.
It's alright.
They are just slightly
What
ugly
is that?
and stinky.
Is that a waterfall? Is that a
This
pool?
is it looks like a hill, and the side is caved into kind of a cavern, and there's this stagnant water, kind of accumulated at the front.
Huh. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh yeah,
Not
a lot of fun
foreboding at
stuff
all.
out in the bog. Okay, your cart. You rolled pretty good perception, so I'm going to put you all the way back here. I can have Etta and Cranthor here. And technically you could choose to be on either side of those, because really you just need to be where you can grip them.
Either's fine.
Still not sure.
I don't know why I felt like Cranthor was on the right, so.
If you want to put Grant on the right, that's fine. Theoretically speaking, the way we should have figured it out is if there's a way we draw that would clash with each other. Mine comes off my back.
Off the
Yours
back.
does too.
And
Yeah, see? We both
yeah,
have a smashing effect.
No,
Yeah.
then you're on the correct side. So you're
Yeah,
fine.
then we'll be fine. We'll just be
So let's go.
synchronized.
I need to be at least
like a pendulum
1,
of death.
2,
Yeah,
3,
synchronized
4,
smashing.
5, 6,
You
and more.
use a great sword, don't you?
Why I would prefer to be like here.
You use a great sword, don't you?
Right now I'm using a shield and a longsword.
Maybe here.
I was thinking about.
doing the death.
I was thinking about getting Cranthor a
So this is all
warhammer and,
wooded
and a
terrain.
shield.
Yeah.
It's
I put my
nice.
AC up to 20. Be pretty good.
Why to be all the way over there?
I figure I'd be a little bit closer to them. I wanted to be within 30 feet of them
Alright.
at all times. I think that's
That makes sense.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yep.
Oh, David, you were right.
You said you were following
You were
Cash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't see your stealth roll either. We didn't,
Okay.
I wasn't necessarily trying to hide from you. What?
You disappeared though.
That's a big boy.
Will you?
Looks like that thing you fight in the swamp in Witcher. What's that thing
Oh,
called?
Valley of Plenty.
The
Is it just called a fiend?
Don't start with that song.
there's a
Get
fiend
it out of my head.
and
It's done.
A couple of hags and
Yeah.
some drowners, but
Should I place the rest?
Yes, please.
They're not perceptible yet. But
So-
this is visible.
So wait, they get to there, and suddenly these two things are.
They are close enough to cast
Also,
a cast
place
command.
yourself.
He did.
Oh, you did. Oh, right.
Is this all just brush and trees? Where?
Yeah. Think just like random ponds, trees, a little bit of like brush on the ground.
Over here.
so Cass has seen this then.
Yes, or at least is aware of it.
Okay.
What you have before you, kind of peeking out from around the tree back there, is another one of the fallen turtles. The scales kind of ripped from its face a bit as skull comes out, with the king flesh kind of covering the rest.
Okay.
What you perceive inside of that little cavernous opening is a large upright creature. It has a fetid, yellowish green skin that looks almost swollen and bulbous, as though the flesh has somehow remained bound together but swells with rot. Long black hairs go down along it, clumped and messy with all sorts of filth caught up in them. Jagged claws that kind of go for about the size of a dagger extend off of each of its fingers. Muscular and brutish looking, it seems unaware of you currently, but kind of gazing toward the road in a vacant way.
So its line of sight is roughly right in here.
You expect that's where it's looking.
Okay. Then if I'm able to, I would want to move here
Okay.
and flag them down to basically try to tell them to
Stop.
hold. Yeah.
Sure.
So I would reveal myself to them while trying to try to remain hidden from these
Yeah,
guys.
I want another stealth check.
Not as good. 18.
Alright.
I hope there's nothing that's going to jump out of the water and grab Cass.
Coming out of this pool,
God damn
you
it!
see rise out of the water another crocodile.
God damn it!
God.
And then out of this pool, you see rising yet another.
Son of a